Yes, welcome back to Poetry and Police. It's a new year. So, before I say anything, first of all, Happy New Year to all my subscribers. And I wish you all the best for your new year and hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And I hope and wish that 2023 is a way better year than 2022 for most of you living in Jamaica, living abroad, once you're a Jamaican. Like I always say, big up to all the truck drivers in Jamaica, big up to all the truck drivers around the world, because driving a truck is not an easy thing. Taxi operators, bus drivers, never easy. Big up all the police officers in Jamaica. Happy New Year. Hope this year turns out to be a better year for you guys. Hope the powers that be find all the equipments, and pay police better in Jamaica. So most of us can stay away from certain lifestyle and stay away from bribery. You understand? And amongst other things, stay away from corruption. Now, I am here and I'm watching a video a while ago on the Jamaica Young Police channel, where Sir Porter was talking about, some police officers from Constant Spring who collected bribes from a man, and then the man reported them, and eventually they ended up killing the complainant. Now, this is one thing that you people need to understand. And it is without a doubt that I can say to you that some of us in the Jamaica Constabulary are very corrupt. Some of us are murderers, some of us are thieves, some of us are criminals. And we always give the police department a bad name, these people. And then the worst part about this is that people never say one police. People always say the police department. So the good police is always suffering for the bad police. In every case. That's why I always tell people when they talk about, say, oh, police are thief and police are that. No, you can't say police are thief, because let me tell you something. Majority of police officers in Jamaica are good, law-abiding citizens, are good, clean, honest policemen. Look around you. You know what I mean? You can know the criminals, them, because they have a different lifestyle from the regular police. Because I have learned this before, that police pay don't make nobody rich. And police pay cannot let you afford certain things. But some police, they hang their baskets too high, more than what them can reach, like what Jamaican people always say. You understand me? That's why they always ending up collecting bribes and end up in situation like this, killing people and all of them things there. But then, like the other police in the video, they say, for you to reach so far, he's not afraid to collect bribe, but to take it so far, and I mean to take it so far, a man has to be a criminal. Trust me. But at the same time, these same police, they are so greedy, brethren, that they can't see trouble coming from a mile away. They can't see trouble coming from a mile away. Because greed sets in front of everything else. They are blinded by greed and they will never see it any other way. Like as a man offer something, they have to take it. There's an old saying, some food run belly, brethren. Some food run belly. Let me say it again. But some people just don't understand the term, and they will never understand the term because they are so greedy. You understand? Because they let greed take over everything. They do not think about the repercussions when they are collecting money. And they don't think about who they will hurt in the process. And they don't think about their job in the process. And they don't even think about their co-workers in the process. I'm telling you that. Because see, people attack. And they said that they kill the witness in the case. But let me tell you something, brethren. They will even kill their own police officer, me I tell you that. They will even do that. You understand? I am going to tell you why I'm saying that to you. Because I have experienced a whole lot of that on numerous occasions. Where police hate me because of that, and police lick out for me and say me an informer because of that. You understand? I am going to, let me give you a story. And let me tell you something what happened to me. I was in charge of Seaview Gardens at one point as a crime officer in Seaview Gardens. And I can remember clearly one night I was at work and I was on the road And when I went back to Seaview Gardens, there was a prisoner in the guard room, right? And I said to the station guard, because you are the sub-officer, so you need to find out, you're supposed to know as a sub-officer what is going on in the station at every single time. If a prisoner is there, you need to know why the prisoner is there, right? Okay. I asked the station guard, what is that prisoner for? Because Seaview Gardens does not house prisoners. We have a little holding bench. So if a man is charged, he has to get bail or transported to Hunts Bay. For a female, transported to Duane Park or the other place out by the ferry. You understand? Central Village. That's how it works. Because we do not have a cell at Seaview Gardens. It's just a little holding bench in the guard room. I saw the prisoner on the bench and I asked the station guard what the prisoner was there for. The station guard never knew. So I said, brother, him say a police bring him here and leave him. So I said to the prisoner, I went to the prisoner and I said to the prisoner, why are you here? The prisoner said to me that he was driving a taxi. He's a taxi operator. And he was driving a taxi. And he is driving a taxi that has a red plate, but his license cannot drive the red plate. His license does not have the authority for him to operate a red plate, which is a taxi, to run taxi. So the policeman stopped him, and upon finding out that his license cannot drive a red plate, the policeman took him in custody. And there was some kind of negotiation that was going on, and he offered the policeman $10,000. Now, that me tell you, so some police now learn. Now, the policeman plain and straight tell the prisoner, so listen, 40,000 I want. So I said to the prisoner, 40,000. The man said, officer, I can't even afford that. I'm talking to my boss, the person who owned the car, to find out if we can pay the $40,000. So I said to him, $40,000? Yes, him said, yes. The policeman said $40,000 or him not release him unless him give him $40,000. And him not taking less than that. You can, well, you can imagine that, like him send people to work. You understand me? $40,000 I want for the little suffer right now. Now, this is a man that, upon talking to the man, I realized that I know this man. This was a taxi operator from he operated in the Kingston 13 era, and this youth was a gunman trying to change his life. From being a gunman to trying to seek employment, and the only way we could find out was to drive taxi. But him have a regular license. Yes, him a breach, because him not supposed to drive a taxi without him license a red plate. Him can't operate a red plate on it. Him breach. But at the same time, you can tell me no $40,000, brother. So I said to the man, $40,000. I say, are you sure? The man said, yes. The man said $40,000. Or he not let me go until I pay the $40,000. And the man was there for like 2 hours. I was on the street for some time. So I said, listen. I said, station guard, release the man. Station guard took off the handcuff of him, and I released him. I asked him where he lived. He told me, and I dropped him home. I brought him home. Yeah, man, I brought him home. Because trust me, I was not in support of this. I was not in support of that. And I was so upset to see a sufferer, man, I try and make life, and you are dealing with the man them way as a police. I mean, $10,000 wasn't enough as a bribe, Bridget. If you're a little man, you run a little taxi, if you try to take care of your family, you want $40,000. And you see them kind of greedy, Bridget, and them kind of greedy Christopher Porter is talking about. Them type of greedy make police kill people. Because trust me now. Say for instance then, if that man had said to me, if I had said, all right, listen, I'm calling internal affairs now, we line up the $40,000. Because that could have been done, you know. Line up the $40,000, mark every bill and give it to him. If I did do that now, you'd hear say me a wicked and hear say me this and me that, and he probably want to try to kill me too and kill the complainant too. That for come good to kill me still, but nobody complainant. You understand me? Because if the man is so greedy, he will do anything, Bridget. And I tell you, some of these police, when they are taking bribes, you know, I'm not saying police, yeah, you have some police will take bribe out there, you know, and them skill about them thing. Then take any little thing and go on about them business. But you have some police when them collect bribe or some serious thing or some criminal thing them a deal with. Them a instigate the thing or extortion them a run. You understand me? Once they find a man wanting a extortion them a deal with. Them a push it hard and they want what them want, they not take nothing less. That's why them get set up enough time. Just like those who get set up and end up come kill a man and gone who are prisoner if they're dead at prison right now. Because you have police like those and they are criminals, brethren. You have some police that take bribe, but them are not criminal, you know. They just take a little money. Like the police that the video say, yo, me collect bribe. Me not afraid to talk. But a police like that, him collect a little thing out the road, yes. But he not go beyond the scope of like what them man they deal with. Him not go take it so far. Him not criminal. He probably take a little thing to ease the pressure off of him, which is still illegal. You understand? But at the same time, he will never go the channels where them man they go through. Like me, I tell you, this man was trying to collect $40,000 from a taxi operator. Which channel would he go to if that man report that they think they do? That is what me I say. And I am telling you that releasing that man that night, dropping that man home, when I went back to the station, me hear some argument are going. And I go back out, let me see station guard, and say, what going? And I say, the police come back a while ago. I asked for the prisoner there. And I tell him that the sub-officer released the prisoner. So Blake released the prisoner. The sub-officer station guard said the man vex. I hate me. I want you know so the man burn me out from them time to hate me. For that. I tell you that. And I threw him not even know what I go on to me save all him career, save all him job. I save the man job, you know, brother. And the man have me up because I save the man job. I save the man job. I save him from go to prison. Because I want you know say it would appear to me like the youth boss who said them can look when to look the $40,000 died, maybe a line him gonna line up some type of sting on him. And him not even realize that. So me probably save all him career and save all him from go to prison that night. But you not take it away there. The man start carry feelings to me, brother. You understand me? And the same man again, the same police, you know, brother. You know, right, the man that carry feelings to me forever, brethren, for that. I tell you that. And he reached that stage where I can remember clearly that him tried that with me a second time. You understand? And this time him almost try send me a prison with him too. You see me I said? It's like one time I recover a firearm in a motor vehicle. And there was some other police on my team. So I gave this the junior police to go put the car in a safekeeping. Right? And man approached me and say, some people want to run some money if you get back the car. I said, no. So the man never took my answer for the thing, you know, then. The man went behind my back. Same police, you know. I went behind my back. You understand? You know yourself, you know, brethren, and you don't care feelings for me over this. So you need to stop care feelings for me, no. You see me as a car. I never try to do nothing to you, but I try to do the right thing. You understand? And I mean, I have nothing against you. Are you try to mash up yourself? You see me I say? You try to mash up yourself one time and I correct the thing and try save you. And you come back again with the same thing for me again. You understand? And I can remember the car was supposed to be in the back of the station for safekeeping because the car was an exhibit. And was patrolling on the Greenwich farm here. Spot the same car the next day, brethren. I said, hold on. That car is not supposed to be in custody. That car is supposed to be under arrest, you know. You understand? And that me I say, you know, car is supposed to be under arrest, you know. And secure back the car. And the boy, over with the car, call up one bag of police name. Motherfucker, police, call up the same police name again and all these things. 2 police name him call. And a sergeant was there and I said, you know, I got back the car, so I almost me get back my exhibit and I put it back and make sure say I put back the car in a custody and arrest back the car and make sure say it enter in the GP book this time. See me? But this is what the turn of events that took place after that. The sergeant, knew how the thing went down. I knew that I had nothing to do with the car leaving the station in the first place. But the next morning, because we spoke about the whole thing and said, leave it down, the car, and me get back my car, the exhibit. And the sergeant got report the whole thing to the senior superintendent. And this is the worst part about it, people. When the sergeant reporting the thing to the senior superintendent, the sergeant admit the superintendent know that I didn't have anything to do with it, The sergeant reported to the senior superintendent like I had something to do with it. Now I'm being accused of selling the exhibit. That's what I was accused of, And the super come down for me hard. I say, what are you talking about, And them calling internal affairs and them start investigate the whole thing. They want all statement. I can't remember, I never give them a statement. Because if I'm a suspect, I'm saying to you, if I'm a suspect in this, then I'm not going to give you any statement. And it went on, I didn't even know what came out of that. You understand? Because it was clear that I wasn't involved in it. In everything that went down, I was not involved. But I am saying this to you people, that this police tried that twice with me. And then he started hating on me as if it was my fault he was in trouble, or he was getting himself in trouble. But some police, that is how they operate, brethren, they don't think about anything else. It's like they think about the money in the instance. They don't think about, if me collect the money, I'm going to lose my work. Or if you lose your work over $10,000. Your salary is far more than that for the month. So how you want to lose your work over $10,000? And when you lose your work, now you start blame the complainant in the matter. The complainants have a right to report it to the internal affairs. For them set up a sting to arrest you because you're a thief, you're a criminal. The complainant have a right to do that. Because based on the fact, say you hold a man with a car, or you hold a man with a gun, and you decide if you sell the case, or you decide if you collect money, and pervert the court of justice, the course of justice. And the complainant decided to report you to the powers that be and set up something which is the right thing to do if you send you to prison because you're a criminal. You shouldn't be in the police department. Then tell me now, what right do you have to want to kill that man there? You set up yourself in the first place. And these are the things that these police need to understand before you do things, before you collect bribe, before you collect certain money. Think about the repercussions, brethren. And think about, is this worth my job? That is the first thing that you need to think about. Is this worth my job? All you police officers are out there, who are tempted, because trust me, temptation, when you're a police officer, temptations come every day if you collect money, I not say come my way a whole heap of time, hundreds of time too. I mean, I don't talk about no chumps, I don't talk about no 5,000 or 10,000, I talk about millions too. Those are the things that I talk about. You hold a man with gun, your phone tear off before you reach police station. A matter of fact, police will give people your number to call you. And most police officers, they don't understand this because they are so greedy. A man offer you money and you sell a case, or you give back a man a gun and you collect money. You're going to tell him, he's going to tell his friend. And the next thing you know, your name a call up out there, your name not good again. So I always make a decision, say, my character come first. My character come first. Over anything else, my character come first. Because I now when a boy I go call up my name a road and put me in a disrepute. So you have to think about that as a policeman in the first place. You understand? So, trust me, what I've just said to you a while ago, that police officers out there, they don't think when it comes to bribe. They don't think about what is going to happen when them collect the money there. So most of them don't even think about the fact that people can set them up. You understand me? Let me tell you something. There's a whole lot of stories where police get set up like that and end up here run like thief. You understand me? Because they don't think about the consequences of collecting money for nobody. You don't have to say yes, brother. Every time somebody offer you money, think about it first, Bridget. Think about them links. Think about why they might give you this money. Where them get the money from. You understand me? Man offer me money already. because his car didn't have any insurance on it. So you have money for offer me, for pay me as a policeman, not to arrest you or seize your car for no insurance. But at the same time, you can't find the money for insure the car. So I said to him, yo, go use the money, go insure the car, because next time I hold you, you go to jail. Or the car will be taken away. You understand? As police officers, we have to make that decision, brethren. We know so the salary not good. And sometimes we not debt. Sometimes we children have to go to school and we need extra money. And we have to borrow money left, right, and center. Because trust me, I borrow money as a police too. I was in a whole lot of debt as a policeman. Because sometimes as soon as one debt done, you are in another one. You can't buy a car cash, you have to trust that. You can't buy nothing cash as a policeman, you have to trust that. Because so as a result of that, once your salary come it done, and a whole lot of police officers are going through that now. It's not just you alone, brethren, and most 80% of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is going through that. Because police salary don't make nobody rich. Police salary cannot afford a certain lifestyle. If you don't find a good partner to back you up as a policeman, dog damn your supper. And these are the things that the Prime Minister of the country need to look at. You know, you need to offer police more benefits, like housing benefits, to buy cars, get the kids into school. You have to work on that, Mr. Prime Minister. Because you have to help the police officers to stop the whole corruption thing. If a man get paid good enough and still collect money, then he extra greedy him to go to prison. I'm not saying that not because him not getting enough money, a man supposed to collect money a certain way out the road. You understand? Because every time you get a money out the road, it can be considered as bribery, you know. Because some people offer you a money out the road and you might take it, but not at the time you take it, there was nothing illegal being done. But trust me, when a man give you a thing out the road, he's going to look a favor at the end. May I tell you that? He's going to look a favor. He might ask if it's some favor where if you do it as a policeman, it stands against your moral ethics. You understand? So sometimes you have to just avoid some people. And don't take nothing from no people. Nobody sometimes. You have to have pride as a policeman. Pride in the uniform, pride in yourself, brethren, pride in your family. Don't let down your family. Don't let down your friends, man. Don't let down yourself as a policeman. You understand? And most of the time, when a policeman is charged, the system uses you as an example. I think when next month I get away with a road, a regular civilian, a policeman now get rid of it so easy. Oftentimes, police are charged for robbery, doing bribery cases, which is just perverting the course of justice. And then that's the difference where the investigators need to understand. Perverting is different from robbery. So as a policeman, brethren, this year is 2023. What you did last year, don't do it this year if it was wrong. Stay away from collecting bribes. Stay away from corruption, man. Keep your character intact, brethren. Because some food run belly, brethren. And no matter where you collect from a man on the road, he's going to tell somebody. I tell you that. And it always reach back to the ears of the authority, in case you never know that. You understand me? So, make this a clean year. You have to start somewhere by cleaning up the organization. We all know that every police department in the world have good and bad police. Even in America. You understand me? No department is perfect. No organization is perfect. But we are Jamaicans. And we are Jamaican police officers. And we need to start to avoid certain things. We cannot live certain lifestyle as a policeman or a woman. So we need to try and avoid them. We need to stop collecting bribes. We need to stop go out of our way to collect bribes. We need to stop hanging our baskets where we can't reach. That is all I'm trying to say. It is 2023. Let's make a change. And the authorities need to find the police officers who are corrupt and get rid of them. Because they are not setting a good example for the rest of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And they are making everybody look bad. So like I've said in the start of this video, that when one policeman do an illegal act and is arrested and charged and it is made public, it's not just that one policeman is a thief, it's the whole Jamaica Constabulary Force. And sometimes it pain me, and I know it must pain other good police officers when they hear these stories about police officers. And it would assume that every police officer a thief. Everybody start point finger on every single police officer out there. And that is the type of stereotype in Jamaica needs to stop, because not all policemen are criminal. Not all policemen are corrupt. Thank you for watching my video. It's 2023. Like I've said before, to all my subscribers and friends, hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Hope you enjoy your new year. And I wish you nothing but the best for this new year. And I wish the Jamaica Constabulary Force nothing but positivity during this new year. All police officers in Jamaica, hope you get a good salary increase. And I hope we as a department, as a police department, we start pointing out the bad apples in the midst. Just to make Jamaica a better place. Thanks for watching my video. Again, if you have not subscribed before to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. Like my video. Click that bell. Thanks.